Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. So if you remember last week, I had a pretty neat video regarding a nice soundtrack I picked up for $1 for Legend of Legacy for 3DS. And as I said beforehand, I do enjoy soundtracks for games. I think game music is great to listen to. You don't really worry about obscene lyrics. It's usually pretty nice, melodious, and sometimes can be really engaging to really suck the player into the game and really create a great memory as far as the experience goes playing games. And that's kind of why we play games, right? Build great memories for our gaming experiences. So it got me thinking after picking up the Legend of Legacy soundtrack was, what was the first soundtrack I picked up intentionally that I really liked as far as for a game? And so one game that caught my attention, I haven't beaten it yet, but it is Thousand Arms. So it's a PlayStation 1 RPG, and it was developed by Red. So if you're not familiar with Red, those are the same designers who developed the Sakura Taisen or Sakura Wars series for Sega. And if you're a big fan of Sega systems, Sakura Taisen or Sakura Wars was the only franchise, as far as that, correct me if I'm wrong, that actually sold 1 million copies of a game or more on the Sega Saturn, right? Sega Saturn wasn't a success as far as the system goes. Granted though, sales-wise, it was a far bigger success in Japan than it was in the US. However, the art, the design, the style that Red provided as far as your games got me thinking, like, what other games did they make? And they made Thousand Arms. And so I remember going through gaming magazines, ended up seeing Thousand Arms in a store, and I took a look to see, and it said, bonus pack included collectors, 3D trading card, memory card stickers, free CD offer includes music soundtrack, PC screensaver, desktop themes, anime wallpaper, and much more. And acquired $2 shipping and handling. Well, I got this, off eBay, pre-owned. Sadly, no manual. There were no stickers. This was years and years past when this game came out. So, but it's still a great game, put in the collection, great game to play. So I got to thinking, well, who's the publisher? It's Atlus. We all know Atlus for the Shin Megami Tensei series, Persona games. They pretty much, if it's an RPG and they're publishing it, odds are it's going to be a good game. Go pick it up if you like RPG games. So, years back, I decided to contact Atlus and said, hey Atlus, do you guys have any more of the soundtrack? And they said, sure. So I ordered one and picked it up. And it came in this nice and thin soundtrack, kind of similar to Legend Legacy one. And yeah, this CD is packed with so much content. Screensavers, it has desktop things. I think it had like icons you can add to it. Now granted, this was years back as far as me messing with it. And I think over 30 songs on the soundtrack. So definitely it was pretty rich and deep, and especially for the value. I think it was under like $5 plus $2 shipping. And so it was definitely a great pickup. And I've looked years later, and it is like an arm and a leg as far as trying to find this soundtrack. It's really expensive, and we do find it. Usually you might find it sometimes used, if it's not new. And because it's such a niche RPG, the soundtrack sells for a lot. So thankfully I picked it up years back. And so if you like the game, if you enjoy the music, there is a soundtrack out there. It was released in the States. It was, they published it as far as information about just like the game in gaming magazines. And so it's out there, so keep your eyes open. You'll probably see it on eBay at some point or another. If you want to get some cool desktop themes, soundtrack, this is a great disc to pick up. So look for it, Thousand Arms, great game, go look for it. So I definitely recommend it because unfortunately, unless you're getting a collector's edition game these days, you rarely find your game coming with a soundtrack. Now sometimes there's the launch editions which will include a soundtrack, but more times than not it's a sampler. It might have like 4 or 5 songs and such. Like Legend of Legacy, I think it had like 10 or 12 songs. I bet there's probably more than that many songs in the game. So it's probably more of a decent sized sampler. But this was the full deal. And so if you're into game soundtracks, if you look like in Japan and such, they might have 2, 3, 4 disc soundtracks. So that is not uncommon for some of these larger games like RPGs that might be several discs in size or 80, 100 hours worth of gameplay, where usually just might be 1 or 2 different songs for one location, various different arrangements as far as for battle sounds or battle songs. So definitely as far as that goes, it was a great value when I picked it up. I want to say I think it's Red Book Audio, but I'm not 100% sure for those who are music enthusiasts, aficionados. So definitely if you have it, if you can go ahead and comment as far as how the quality of the music is, that'd be great for other people who might be watching this video and want to know more about it. So hopefully you'll be able to find it, pick it up, and keep your eyes open for more gaming soundtracks. I gotta say, back when I was a GameStop and EB Games associate, I loved the fact that they had soundtracks to give to people who either pre-ordered the game or picked it up day one. So hey, here, you love the game, for instance, like Dance's Revolution, they always had like soundtracks to go along with those. So here you go, get the soundtrack. So unfortunately, I think those days have come and gone. So, but if you like the music, take a look and see. Sometimes a game that you might like might have an edition that has that. Sometimes on eBay you can find someone who may have kept the game and sold all the extra goodies, and you can get that and enjoy the music. All right, so this is Gilbert the Gaming Hermit. Thanks for stopping by. If you like what you saw, go ahead and subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time. Take care. See you later.